Oklahoma finishes its regular season with a home game 1 week from Friday against TCU, and Saturday's game in Provo against struggling BYU, beaten by this same West Virginia team last week by 30 points. Worse last night, suffering its first home loss 45-13 to Iowa State. Now, BYU is 103rd in the country offensively. Its defense has turned into a shell of its former self as the season has progressed. A team that's gotten off to awful starts week by week. A change at quarterback didn't help against ISU. 318 total yards. Surprisingly, that's the third highest offensive yardage for BYU of the season.
Yeah, Dean, this is a different BYU team than Kalani Sitake has had in previous years. And when we think of BYU, we think about a team that's tough, that's physical, that's built in the trenches. And that's not the way this BYU team is built. Let's take a look at the Dvoracek checklist, what the Sooners need to do to go on the road and get a win. And it's bully the big boys. Look, BYU up front, they're only running for 90 yards a game. That's 126 in the country, giving up 180 in the run game. Oklahoma should win the battle in the trenches. Number two, protect the pigskin. Hey, BYU, one thing they do well, take the ball away. 18 takeaways, second in the Big 12 on the season. Oklahoma, their last two road games, 6 giveaways. They've got to take care of the football and then prepare for Provo. It's going to be a 10 a.m. local kick. It's going to be at elevation. A lot of these players have not been to this place, so prepare for the elements and don't wake up sleepy there on the road when that game kicks early.
Well, another conference newbie for Oklahoma State next week and another road matchup. They visit the Houston Cougars and old friend Dana Holgorsen on Saturday. Clear your throat on 3. The Cougars 2-5 in the Big 12 with a Hail Mary win over West Virginia and a 1-point win over Baylor on their resume. They're coming off a 10-point loss to Cincinnati last week, Bearcats' first Big 12 win. Donovan Smith leads them at quarterback, 20 touchdowns, 10 interceptions on the year. Defensive lineman Nelson Caesar leads the Big 12 in sacks with 9.5. Kickoff set for 3 p.m. Saturday afternoon, Dusty.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to make this simple. What does Oklahoma State need to do to get that awful taste out of their mouth? Well, let's get right to it, the Dvoracek checklist. It's going to be simple for me. Get Gordon going. Ollie Gordon, he's been the secret and the key to this turnaround. He needs to be the key this weekend on the road. This is not a great run defense. He should be able to get going, get back to 150-plus yard. Number two, distress Donovan. That's Donovan Smith, 6'5", 240-plus pound quarterback. He's got a big arm in their wins. He's played really well. 20 touchdown passes on the year. They need to get after and harass him throughout the course of this game. And how about negate Nelson? Nelson Caesar, he's the Big 12 sack leader with 9.5 on the year, 5 sacks in his last 3. Oklahoma State has protected Alan Bowman well. It'll be a key on the road against this pass rush for the Cougs.
All right, next up for the Golden Hurricane, new AAC member North Texas at Chapman Stadium Saturday afternoon at 2. The Mean Green struggling, just like TU, identical 3-7 records, 1-5 in the conference. 3 touchdown losers to SMU on Saturday. Chandler Rogers is the second leading passer in the conference at just under 2,700 yards this season. Running back Ayo Adeyi, third leading rusher at 76 yards per contest.
All right, prediction time for Oklahoma. Depends on which OU team, Dusty, shows up. But it should be a matter of how many and not whether they'll win. I'm going Oklahoma 45-17. Cowboys should bounce back at weak sister Houston. Got a lot to play for. Call it 38-20. And Tulsa is hosting North Texas after its game effort yesterday. 3-7 teams meet, as John mentioned. I've got the Hurricane winning 31-28.
We're similar with the winners and score. I got OU winning 42-14 in Provo. I think it's another impressive road victory here for Oklahoma. And I think Oklahoma State's going to be a little bit tougher. They win in Houston, but it's closer, 31-27. And Kevin Wilson, he breaks the losing streak and takes care of North Texas. 31-30, TU gets the win, John.
All right, Dusty, thanks.